everybody, it's Mark again, and this video is going to be further explanation of when somebody says your clock is out, it needs an even tick-tock, or it's out of beat. This video, and I have other videos that show you how to put a clock in beat, but this video is going to give you further explanation when somebody says your clock is out of beat, or it needs an even tick-tock and it doesn't have an even tick-tock. So kick back, relax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, grab a cigarette if you choose to do so, and let's learn things. And don't forget to subscribe, as just Mike would say, because it's free. I like the way he does that. If you're not a subscriber to just Michael Anderson's channel, please do so. The man is very talented. He messes with clocks that I choose not to mess with, because I don't want people... Anyway, I don't want to mess with certain clocks. And he does mess with those clocks, and he's very good at it. So please check out his channel. It'll be at the end of this video, just like a few other channels, but subscribe to his channel. Anyway, let's get started. Now you will see with the pendulum off, it's ticking away. But watch what happens when I put the pendulum on. Alright, fine, it stopped right there. Now with the pendulum on, you don't hear any tick or tock. And I think one of the reasons why is because the pendulum leader wire is touching the crutch assembly, and that's affecting it. You see how much I had to bend the crutch? It's at a... but it's ticking now. I have to wait. I think it's going to stop, just like with cuckoo clocks. I tell you, if the pendulum leader wire is touching the left side of the foot, then when it stops, then that's the side that you need to bend the crutch assembly so it goes to the left. And before, it was straight, but I had to bend it so it went to the left. But I think I got to bend it a little bit to the right. But the stand situation is working out great. That way I could see what's going on. And as you can see, I got the screws leveling the clock out, because the board I chose is warped. I made the stand like 15 minutes, maybe 20 at the most, and so it works, and I'm happy with it. I shouldn't be doing this with my tape measure, but I just wanted to show you the goal of putting a clock in beat. Where the pendulum stops, you want the same amount of distance on the left side as you have on the right side to get that even tick-tock. I don't know if you heard it, but it happened about 8 1/4. Eight and a quarter. And about 5. So it's an inch on this side and 2 1/4 inches on this side. So I need to adjust the crutch so less on this side and more on this side. I adjusted the crutch so the foot went to the left some more. Now it's a little less than 8 on this side and about 5 and a half on this side. I hope that you can hear that. Let me put the thing somewhere else so it's louder. Let's try this. 7 3/4, 5 1/2. So it's, because we started at 6, it's now 1 3/4 on this side and 1 1/2 on this side. So I need to adjust it so the crutch goes to the left just a tiny bit more. And also keep in mind that I don't have the pendulum directly on the 6. So it might be it's pretty close right there. I'm going to let it continue to see if it stops. But again, the whole goal of putting a clock in beat, when people say you want the even tick-tock, you got your pendulum stopped. You put a tape measure, I don't care whether you put it on 6 inches, 5 inches, 2 inches, wherever you got the tape measure, wherever the pendulum is stopped, you want the even distance coming this way as you do coming this way to get that even tick-tock. That is what they're talking about. And the fact that for people who can hear an even tick-tock beat, but in reality, it is an even amount of distance in the pendulum bob swing from the left to the right to get that even tick-tock, to get that clock in beat. I hope that this helps, and I hope that clarifies things up. In this case, because the clock is running somewhat evenly tick-tock, I can go ahead and put it on the wall, and you know, even though I got a level here on my stand, depending on the wall, I've got textured walls in my house, so there's going to be some difference. I'm happy with the way this is. I'm happy with this stand. And it was cheap to make. I spent like $4 on the hardware. Scrap boards I had laying around. Now you want the board tall enough to accommodate for your pendulum. If you have a longer pendulum, you need a longer board. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. What I explained in this video applies to basically all clocks. It doesn't matter whether you have a torsion/anniversary clock, or a cuckoo clock, or a grandfather clock, or whatever kind of clock, spring-driven, weight-driven clock you have. It applies to all these clocks. The even tick-tock on a torsion clock, the pendulum swing, whether it's a 3-ball or 4-ball or disc pendulum, it's the same amount of distance to get that tick as the same amount of distance going back the other way to get that tock. Same way with a cuckoo clock. Same amount of distance from, with the cuckoo pendulum in the stop position, it's the same amount of distance this way as it is this way to get the even tick tock. Now, there could be other issues going on with your clock. If you have an even tick this way and an even tock this way, there could be other issues going on with your clock. For example, if you have an AMS movement, which is a one-day cuckoo clock, it takes a heavier weight. It takes a 375-gram weight versus a 275-gram weight for a regular 25 movement. And so you might not have enough weight on the clock, on the chains, to keep that even tick-tock going on. You might have a bushing issue where your bushing, the pivot hole is oblonged versus round. If it's oblonged, at times the pivot is going to stay here, and then other times the pivot is going to be over here, and that will stop your clock. So the pallets, if they are not smooth, the entry and exit pallets, if they are not smooth, if they have grooves on them, that will stop your clock. If the clock needs cleaned, serviced, oiled, that will stop your clock. And so, but the whole purpose behind this video is to explain what it means when somebody says you need to get an even tick-tock going on. And so, again, the even tick-tock is where the pendulum is. It's the same amount of distance this way as it is this way to hear that tick-tock. If one section is tick and then over here it's tock, you need to adjust the crutch or tilt the clock. And a lot of people don't want to see their clocks tilted on the wall or shims put up on the bottom of the clock to get that pendulum swing to where it's even, going both ways to get that even tick-tock. I hope y'all like this video. Again, please leave me some comments. Please give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And may God bless each and every one of you.